Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Retirement SOS. I'm Ernie.
I'm Beth. This is Ruby.
And boy, it's great to be back on YouTube after a long absence. And we'll get into that. But you know what? Sometimes in retirement, you just have to shake things up. And that's part of the reason why we've been away from YouTube. And as I said, we will get into that further. Plus, Beth is going to update her work situation. But before we get into anything, Beth, you had a significant milestone 2 months
Don't
ago.
remind me.
I will remind you, of course. And it happened 2 months ago in September. And what was it?
It was the big 6-0.
And how do you feel about that?
Not good.
And you know those aches.
On the other hand, I'm still here, so.
Well, you know those aches and pains when you were in your 50s? Well, it's just going to get worse now. Everything's
Yes.
going downhill.
They're amplified.
And there's some debate about whether you're a senior at age 55 or age 60. But I basically go with fast food restaurants because some of them offer discounts starting at age 60 and not that many start at age 55. So now, congratulations, at age 60, you are officially a senior.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so as I said, sometimes in retirement, you need a reset. You just got to shake things up. And what was happening to me specifically, since I'm the only one retired and Beth is working part-time, was that, okay, so I was doing this YouTube channel and we're talking about retirement. And I've been doing that for a number of years. Then I was also hosting a monthly get together of seniors. And again, we're talking about retirement. So I was getting just, I don't know, a little bored about the whole subject matter. And I think it's typical in retirement. Like your hobbies are going to change every so often. Because if you keep doing the same things over and over again, you've got to
get boring.
I want to be productive.
You
And
have to be.
Right. And I want to give back, right? Because I have all this time. So I was kind of stymied about what I wanted to do until you had suggested something that you were involved with at your workplace.
That's right. You were volunteering for the concert committee.
Right. And I'd never done anything like that. And I think there were a number of positions available, correct?
Yeah, so I work for a nonprofit that did a major fundraising event, a concert, and it was a long time in the making and planning, and you volunteered on the committee.
Right. And not only did I volunteer on the committee, but when you're on a committee, there's so many different things that you have to do. You have to multitask, like fundraise, ticket sales. I was even part of the show where I introduced
That's right.
a very famous performer. So that was my retirement refresh. And I feel so much better about it. And I think, how did the concert go? I think it went.
Yeah, it was a huge success. Not as much money raised, but I guess that's the world we live in. But it was a lot of fun, a fun night.
But it still did well in terms of fundraising for the organization,
It did
correct?
do well, yes.
And are they going to do another one, do you think, after the success?
Oh, definitely. Definitely down the road. Hopefully I won't be there then.
Okay, yeah, it was a lot of work. So yeah, the bottom line is if you're bored doing the same thing over and over again with your hobbies, look for other opportunities, challenges. I'm sure you're going to find something and you're going to feel so much better about these opportunities that you missed out on before. And it's something new and you're going to learn a lot. So Beth, can you update your work situation now? I know things have changed.
I'm working more hours, that's for sure. I was hired for, well, initially it was a bit of a joke. I was hired for 12 hours a week, which, I mean, I knew that wouldn't last. But now I'm over 20 and yeah, sometimes it gets tiring. It's, it just seems like the longer you're at an organization, the more they throw at you. And I could see it going up even higher. And I'm really just kind of getting a bit tired.
Yeah, but the bottom line is that ever since you've been there, and you've been there now for 4 years, that nonprofit organization is growing. So that's a good thing.
It's a good thing. And I still enjoy the work. I do enjoy it. But I don't want to keep doing all this forever. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out in my mind when I'm going to retire as well. And I'm just really undecided. Like, I want to retire. You know what I hate? The Sunday night blahs I get just before the next Monday morning. I don't know why. Psychologically, I just like start to get a little bit depressed, which is really dumb because I don't mind the job. So I don't know. If I retire, what do I do? I still haven't cultivated the hobby that I'm supposed to cultivate to keep myself busy. So I don't know. I really have mixed feelings. I don't want to retire and sit around and, I don't know, binge watch Netflix or get lost in, chat GPT conversations all day. So I'll see. I'm still on the fence. I need to really look at what I want out of retirement. And I know we had lunch with your cousin and his wife not that long ago,
Right.
and they go every day to the local community center to work out. They've made lots of friends there. Like, I really need to do something like that instead of, something has to replace work. And until I find that replacement, I can't retire because I can see myself just sitting with my tablet and binge watching, the latest shows on Netflix.
Well, it's basically what you've described. It's a dilemma that every retiree thinks about. And the question is, what am I going to do with my time?
Because I really do believe the worst thing you can do when you retire is just sit. I know, as an example, my mother, who did suffer from rheumatoid arthritis, but was pretty manageable while she was working. She seemed to have a lot more energy and stamina and flexibility and whatever. And the minute she retired, it was like sneaky. It just grew, and she wasn't active enough.
No.
And
No.
it took over. It just took over to the point that by 70, she was using a walker. So I really have to think about replacing work with something.
Okay, so what about the dynamic between us for the past 4 years? So
It's been fine. And that's the other thing. Like, we get on each other's nerves if I'm around more. And, right now it's great because we do have that separation where, I'm going out to work like sometimes 4 days a week. So, we get along great.
can I ask a very personal question? Are you a little jealous sometimes when you come home because I'm retired and you're still working part-time?
Yes, especially on a cold, horrible day, rainy, cold, bleh, Canadian weather. Yeah, for sure I'm jealous. Sometimes he's napping when I get home.
Okay, I think we're going to have to
I shouldn't
edit.
have told that secret.
I think we're gonna have to edit that part out because I don't want everybody to know my secrets. And remember, she said sometimes I'm napping, not all the time.
With Ruby, because she loves to nap.
Exactly. She's an older dog. I'm thinking about her, so that's why.
Yeah.
And now we're going to talk about the future of our channel. So basically, Retirement SOS, when we first started out, we were downloading a video every week, but that got a little bit tiresome. So we've decided now that we're going to download about 2 videos a month. Beth will join me every other video, and then I'll do some on my own. And that's the thing with retirement. You have to have flexibility, and your priorities and your expectations change. So we'll continue the channel, but you won't see as much of us as you have in the past. Is that okay?
It's good for me.
All righty, yeah, because especially with your extra hours. So we hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, we haven't been on YouTube, I guess, for 10 months. So it was great seeing everybody again. Take care, and thank you so much for watching. So until next time, bye for now.